2022 Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for the Culture Club.
KUAM News Hotspot is brought to you by
Pacific Points, Do More, Get More, and Calvo Enterprises, Inc.
Hey everybody, welcome to the most technical episode of a Hotspot that we have ever done. I'm Jason Salas, and we are almost to the weekend, so we are really excited to bring you what's coming up today, and we hope you brought your appetites. So sit tight, here we go.
The menu, brought to you by King's Restaurant, always open, always local, and Ruby Tuesday Guam, home of the Fresh Garden Bar.
As our former colleague Chris Barnett would say, this is a technical episode, but we are bringing you many stories today, including one of 5 men accused in the stabbing death of man Kurtson Aiken claims he was not involved in that attack. Also, our friends over at Guam Animals in Need are hosting a pet adopting event this weekend. We will tell you all about it and how you can get involved. We're going to go live out in the field to give you exciting details about Subway's new series. 12 new sandwiches await you. And we may jam on some of them, so stay tuned for that. Also, it is time for properties in the tropics, and I think my friends May and Sam may wax poetic about this. They're going to bring you a wonderful rendition of a holiday classic, so stay tuned for that. All right, but first off, as I was saying, some very unsettling news tops our show as the 5 men accused in the deadly stabbing of Kurtson Aiken now wait for prosecutors to hand over a potential plea deal. But the defense for one of the co-actors contends he was not involved in the deadly attack. Cyrus Matias, through his attorney Anthony Perez, argued in court he was not even at the crime scene. Matias and co-defendants Samsung Shapuchi, Allison Joe, Darrow Itzi, and Isan Joe face charges in connection to the August killing of Aiken outside the Dedido Center. Shapuchi is the only one charged with the murder. The group appeared before Judge Vern Perez. Prosecutors continue reviewing mobile phone video captured in the attack. They're due back in court in late January. 28-year-old Toti Katstuta was arrested and charged with assault, criminal mischief, and criminal trespass after entering the wrong home over in Central Guam in Totu. On November 29th, Katstuta allegedly entered the apartment at Ironwood Estates and began banging on the door. Children inside reportedly held the door shut to prevent him from going inside. He allegedly damaged doorknobs and other property inside the apartment building. The child interviewed said he also told Katstuta, "Wrong house, sir," but he continued to go inside. Another person that interviewed Katstuta allegedly pushed him when he was asked what he was doing in the apartment. Police found the man in the unit directly above the victim's unit when he opened the door and then uttered, quote, "That's me, I'm the one." Officers also noted that he appeared drunk. Court documents state Katstuta also had a bench warrant issued for him at the time of the arrest for a drunk driving case back to 2020. Elsewhere, another measure getting bipartisan support is a historic step to protect marriage equality. 12 Republicans joined with every Democrat senator to approve legislation cementing federal protections for same-sex and interracial couples. Here's more.
The bill, as amended, has passed.
As the Senate approved the Respect for Marriage Act, a thumbs up from Justin Kettler and Tim Lecker, who have been watching the legislative process play out for weeks from Dallas.
We're moving in the right direction.
In the back part.
The couple runs a home design business and has been married since 2017, 2 years after celebrating the Supreme Court's landmark ruling legalizing same-sex marriage.
And that added security and protection and rights that are inconsequential to so many people except for us.
What a great day.
Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin is the first openly gay senator in U.S. history and sponsored the legislation to codify marriage protections into federal law.
What does this legislation mean to you?
I have in my public life been fighting for equality, fighting for freedoms and progress, and we want to just make sure we protect that moving forward.
The bill does not legalize same-sex marriage nationwide, but does require the federal government and states to recognize legal same-sex and interracial marriages performed in other states. It also includes religious liberty protections, but Republicans were split.
This legislation will put the weighty thumb of government on the scale against religious organizations and individuals.
LGBTQ rights can coexist with religious freedom protections.
The vote was prompted after the overturning of Roe v. Wade, sparking fears same-sex marriage rights could be next.
It shouldn't be this difficult or this complicated. It's two adults who love each other, fighting for the same rights.
The House has already passed a similar measure and will take up the Senate version as early as next week. There's been a real push by Democrats to try to get this done now during the lame duck session before Republicans take over the House majority next year, which could make it tougher to pass. Nicole Killian, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Also from the mainland, California police are releasing more info about the triple murder of a woman and her parents whose remains were found in their charred home after Thanksgiving. Investigators say the suspect in the killings, a former Virginia state trooper, enticed a teen girl with a false online identity, drove cross-country to meet her, and then committed the crimes.
Police in Riverside, California are pouring through triple murder suspect Austin Lee Edwards' digital footprints. They're trying to pinpoint how and when the 28-year-old, posing as a 17-year-old, met and developed an online relationship with a Riverside teenager.
We don't know if this was the first physical encounter they had. It's very possible it was, but we also don't know yet if she knew that he was coming to California.
The former Virginia state trooper died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound during a shootout with police in the Mojave Desert hours after police found the murdered remains of the girl's mother, 38-year-old Brooke Winnick, and her grandparents, 65-year-old Sherry Winnick and 69-year-old Mark Winnick, in their burned home. Police say a neighbor tipped them off after growing suspicious of Edwards' car and noticing the girl appeared to be in distress. The 15-year-old was not harmed in the shootout. Detectives say there's no evidence she was complicit in the killings.
We don't know yet if she was threatened, coerced. We're not describing it as a kidnapping at this point.
This horrific event started with an inappropriate online romance between a predator and a child.
Michelle Blandon's father, mother, and sister were killed.
Parents, please know your child's online activity. Ask questions about what they are doing and whom they are talking to. Anybody can say they're someone else.
The teen is receiving medical treatment and is in the care of Child Protective Services. Danya Backus, CBS News.
Now to a community event coming up locally. If you're looking for a furry friend to join your family, you are, my friend, in luck. Our friends up at GAIN, Guam Animals in Need, and their Jigo Shelter are hosting a Home for the Holidays, a pet adoption event on Saturday the 3rd. Here's Allison Hadley, the executive director of the organization, who gives details on the positively amazing event. Gotta love that.
We're going to have some vendors here that will be offering some items for humans and furry friends alike. Department of Agriculture Animal Health Division will be here offering microchips, rabies vaccines, and pet registration. And then, of course, we'll have some food trucks to savor everybody's taste buds, and we'll be offering adoptions as well. People are able to come through and take a look at who's available, and if they find somebody that seems like the right fit, then we can go ahead and process the adoption for them.
The event is a partnership with GAIN and PDC Wholesale, who donates dog and cat food to the organization quarterly. It starts at 12 and ends at 3 on Saturday. If you are planning to adopt, please bring $100 in cash, and that will cover the adoption fee. All right, coming up, we have a segment that we have been working on for a very long time this morning, and we are going to go out to Subway, where our Daniel Perez is introducing you to the new Subway series. It's a whole new way to eat at one of the best places on Guam. Stay tuned. That's coming up.
What you need to know from the Northern Marianas. Follow KUAM CNMI on Instagram for the latest regional headlines.
Work right now.
Mom, what is it?
Can I get new basketball shoes?
We'll see.
Can I please have $20 for my field trip?
I don't know. Can I go to my friend's house after school?
Anak, hindi pwede.
We're all trying our best to make ends meet. The governor's child care programs are helping businesses and working families care for Guam's kids. This ad is paid for with funds administered by the Department of Public Health and Social Services. Visit guamchildcare.com to apply today.
Pacific Points is more rewarding with friends. From now until December 31st, get 300 bonus points for every friend you refer that signs up and earns points. Both you and your friends will enjoy awesome rewards like free shelf fuel, rebates on your IT&E bills, vouchers at Foodies, and United Mileage Plus miles. Plus, earn more points to upgrade your membership tier and enjoy even more exclusive rewards. Learn more at PacificPoints.com or download the app. Pacific Points. Do more, get more.
Hello, I'm Gunnery Sergeant Ruben Tan from Marine Corps Base Camp Blas, personally asking you to join me in supporting the Marine Corps Toys for Tots program by collecting new and unwrapped toys for children this year. The Toys for Tots program, now in its 13th year on island, has partnered with the Chamber of Commerce, Matson Navigation Company, Catholic Social Services, and the Salvation Army to make this holiday season a time to remember for kids and teens throughout Guam. You may drop off your new and unwrapped toys between now and December 10th in any of our boxes throughout Guam or at the KUAM studio. We ask that when purchasing this year, please also remember gifts for older children and young teenagers. On behalf of the U.S. Marine Corps and the KUAM Care Force, we thank you for coming together and sharing the spirit of this holiday season.
Calling all those who must love Christmas. There's nothing that can brighten spirits more than the beauty of Christmas decor and holiday lights, and KUAM News wants to showcase them all. Send us your photos of your decorations via messenger, direct message, or email to promotions@kuam.com and we may feature them. Decorations and displays will be highlighted in social media posts every Friday in December on the social media platforms of KUAM News and showcased in a weekly montage on KUAM News HotSpot, presented by Coast 360 Federal Credit Union. Together we thrive. And don't forget to watch the CBS holiday movie Must Love Christmas on KUAM TV 11 this December.
Breeze 93.9 FM is playing the perfect Christmas soundtrack of your life all season long. From timeless classics to new favorites and even the best Chamorro Christmas carols, let Breeze put you in the spirit of the season. On air and streaming on KUAM.com all day through January 1st.
It's news in our native language on the KUAM News Chamorro News Updates, streaming online on Isla Radio and on the KUAM News YouTube channel. It's part of our ongoing commitment to sustain and perpetuate our language and culture across generations. Chamorro News Updates are brought to you by your familia at First Hawaiian Bank.
Subscribe to our KUAM News Digest, our weekly email newsletter with all kinds of information straight to your inbox. Just subscribe and we'll make sure to keep you informed and entertained with news from the KUAM News team, what to watch on NBC and CBS, and the latest promotions from KUAM Communications. Go to KUAM.com, click on the newsletter tab at the top of the homepage, register, and you're all set. Brought to you by Uno Go, Guam On Demand.
Oh, welcome back to the Hotspot. What you saw there in that live video feed was choreography in motion. And we were practicing hard because our friends at Subway, we're practicing because we're working up an appetite. And our friends over there at Subway, there are 15 of them on the island. So that basically means, if my math is correct, you don't have to go too far to get a really good meal that's good for you. And they recently rolled out a menu of 12 yummy new sandwiches. And with that, a brand new ordering system that streamlines the process for customers. It gets you in and out so you can get your grub on. Joining me now with more details is our Daniel Perez, who is standing by with a good buddy of ours, Managing Director for Subway Guam, Marcus Fong. How's today, guys? What do you got?
Good day, everybody. We are here at Subway headquarters, where I'm joined by Mr. Marcus Fong, the Managing Director of Subway. So he's here to talk about, in case you haven't noticed, if you've gone to Subway a lot like me, they changed their menu, their layout. It's all new. It's brand new. And Mr. Fong is here to talk with us all about it. Mr. Fong, so what is the new Subway series that, when I first saw, I freaked out because it was like, wow, all new menu.
All new menu. So the Subway series is essentially 12 new sandwiches, chef-inspired sandwiches, that use our premium ingredients. And so they've got chefs that looked at all of our premium ingredients and said, how can we put this together in the most best tasting and best looking formulas? And they put 12 sandwiches together. And this is the end result.
So, if I'm not mistaken, there's 4 types. I guess there's the Italiano, the cheesesteaks, the clubs, and the chickens.
Yep.
Tell us all about that.
So took 4 of our primary premium meats. So we've got the cheesesteaks, which is our steak product. We've got the Italianos, which includes our new capicola meat, as well as the pepperonis and the salamis that you're used to. Then you've got the chickens, which uses our hand-pulled rotisserie style chicken. And then, of course, the clubs, which uses our signature turkey, ham, bacon sandwiches. And they just took those as your core, as your base, and then they build upon it.
Oh my God, that sounds, man, I kind of want a Subway sandwich right now, but maybe later. So what is the new way to Subway? I heard that there's a new way to Subway.
Well, each of the 12 sandwiches has a corresponding number and a name. So the cheesesteaks is 1, 2, 3. The Italianos are 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. And so it's easy for you to now just go up and say, I want my number 5, I want my number 7, I want my number 12. Instead of going through the 20 questions of what kind of bread would you like, what kind of cheese would you like avocado, veggies, and all these 20 questions. So that's a new way to Subway. The old way is still around, don't fret, but there's a new way, so you can go in and say, if you're on your phone, if you're busy, or if you want to order online and you don't want to deal with all the hassle of all the questions, number 5, you're done.
Right, I am a creature of habits, so just the other day, I didn't know that you could say, can I get a number 2 toasted? And I looked at the person next to me and I'm like, am I in Subway? Am I in the right place? And I was.
Yeah.
So I guess the sandwich maker was like, sir, what would you like? Oh, can I get a Italian?
Yeah.
And so I still do the long way, but of course there are some people who are really fast who have taken up the new way super, super quickly, which is great.
Well, I would say try the new way because they're chef-inspired sandwiches. So chefs actually look at their ingredients and they actually put together the formula recipe that they thought would work really well together. Right? So mozzarella cheese works well with the Italiano subs because of the flavor. But let's say you try something and something just doesn't feel right. You can always take out, you can always add as needed. Or if you just like, I'm the best chef, no chef can beat my creation,
right?
Go and build your own.
So there's a big question that everybody's probably going to be wondering with these new sandwiches. Can you order them in platters?
Platters, yes, you can. Now, the sandwiches are a little bit different from our standard sandwiches, so you're going to have to order them separately. But we can make them into a platter, and we can put them in our standard platter format, and then you can bring it to your party or your office gathering.
So, Mr. Fong, so far, what has been the best seller out of all the new sandwiches?
So the turkey sandwiches have always been our top seller, right? Our most recognizable sandwich. So the clubs have been really popular, but the people that I've spoken to, they seem to gravitate towards the chicken and the Italianos. So number 5, I've heard a lot of people like, that's the Bella Mozza. It's got the capicola meat in it, and then the Great Garlic, number 8. It's rotisserie style chicken with bacon, mozzarella cheese, and our new garlic aioli sauce.
Oh man.
So
sounds so delicious. Anyways, Mr. Fong, thank you so much. Guys, try out the new Subway sandwiches. It'll definitely, leave you wanting more. And if you can see, Jason actually has some of the sandwiches in studio. So we'll throw it back to him just so he can sample some of them.
All right, thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you, Marcus. And especially thank you to our friends at Subway because we have a special treat, literally a treat for you guys. And I am joined by some of my teammates here. Look who we have. Santa Rita's finest, Pete Anderson, delivering 4 amazing Subway sandwiches. And we have Nick Delgado, who has never had a bad hair day in his life, and that is testament today.
Helmet head.
Thank you. And Pete Anderson, of course, who never met a free meal he didn't like. So we have here... I've got the turkey calico. You probably heard Pete is already calling shotgun on the meat one. So Pete, we got a
turkey calico.
We got Philly cheesesteak. Ooh.
That's
Philly. Okay, so Pete is gonna go for the Philly cheesesteak. Nick is gonna get the Bella Mozza.
Okay.
And I am gonna jam on some real good chicken. So, gentlemen.
Are we digging?
Yeah. And thank you, Marcus, and thank you, Subway. And congratulations to you guys. 12 new Subway sandwiches. Remember, I said there are 15 Subways throughout the line. If you can name them all, you're awesome. Baby. Don't go to Google Maps. You can actually, wow. Okay, so I am initially trying the Cali turkey.
My God. This is good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and of course this, guys, you know what makes a sandwich like a California sandwich, right?
What?
They just put avocado on it. But this is premium avocado. I can already taste this. This is good, and they actually made this not with the white bread. I typically go for the white bread, which Marie probably has a ton of inside jokes about.
Ham.
Want to try?
But this is the multigrain one. So this is actually really, really good. I'm not really like a wheat. Okay, and we have a sandwich swap right now.
Yeah, we're trying each other's. That one was good. The bell was good.
I love
it's
ham.
Meaty. It's, you know, cold cuts.
This is amazing.
Always in the behind the scenes look. Your hair looks good.
Okay. Now you heard from Pete. He was saying he really wanted to go hardcore into the meat one. So Pete, what's the verdict?
Oh my, this is great.
No.
This is great.
The Philly though, Jace, really meaty. It's the perfect meal, I think, if you want more of that beef flavor
And correct me if I'm wrong, Nick, but you have actually had like authentic Philadelphia cheesesteaks, right?
Right, I
Yeah.
did. I mean,
how does that stack up?
It's quite authentic, I guess. That's
Very
the
good.
new words. It's very good.
Okay, the turkey on this, and I know everybody's turkeyed out right now. I can never get enough turkey. The turkey on this is absolutely great. I like my turkey like a little bit cold. They didn't toast the sandwich, which I really appreciate.
What's the other one that you got there?
This is the great garlic. All right. So I'm gonna have a mouthful of garlic, and I'm gonna walk up right after this to my boss, to Marie, and be like, "Hi," because I'm a gentleman like that.
There's no meat in that one, Jace?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is you want to try this too, Pete?
Oh,
what is that one?
Garlic.
Okay. Yeah. This is the great garlic. Okay. So we've got the Great Gatsby. We've got the Great Garlic. All right. We are doing classic
bacon on
literature
it.
and new classic sandwiches.
Better than this?
Okay, this is my fave.
You like this one? Bacon.
Okay, we're eating on the couch. We're talking with our mouths full. We're basically doing everything that our parents and the nuns in 5th grade said not to do. But
Wow,
you know
this
what?
is
Who
good.
cares? Because this is awesome.
got
So you
flavor.
guys, 12 new sandwiches available today, and they're in 4 different categories, right?
Yeah.
You obviously saw that Nick and Pete shared the Philly cheesesteak. There's 2 other types of cheesesteak. There's the Outlaw. So for those of you who are nonconformist and a bit more daring, there's the Outlaw, and then the Monster, aka the Mike Villagomez sandwich.
So, Jace, that's the rotisserie style chicken, right? With the crispy bacon, provolone. That's a lot in that sandwich.
No, I want to say I really like Subway's rotisserie chicken. I always have, but this goes really, really good.
Sure.
Okay, do you guys like sriracha more when you go with the sauce, or just the chipotle? I like the chipotle more than the sriracha, but that's just me. But it goes really good on this rotisserie chicken.
For a sub, why not mix it up? Add them both, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that.
I'm strictly sriracha.
You're sriracha?
Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna put it on the spot. Our boss said
I think we're gonna wrap it
she
up.
really
guys.
wanted
That's
to
what
charge, but here you go. Here you go, Marie.
All right, Marie.
Yay, video bomb. There she is. We saw her elbow. Yeah, she was on the show. And you know what? We are nobody special here on the set. We are just the willing recipients of the generosity of our friends at Subway, but they are celebrating right now, as you saw with Daniel. And it's not just about the food. It's their streamlined operations that are going to get you in and out. And the reason Nick and Pete is because they're putting these this new series, these 12 new subs together, is because if you actually just order one and you say, I want, let's just call it the Pete Anderson Philly cheesesteak, right? They're gonna make it to spec, meaning they've already got like all the ingredients, they know how to jam it out, and they're gonna whip that together for you, and you're gonna get in and get out and be back on the road. And you know what? Probably go to the beach, because that's what Nick does when he does Feed Me Fridays.
Right? That's my hotspot. Just
Yeah.
let them know that I saw the sandwiches on KUAM's hotspot and they'll hook me right up.
Okay. I'm actually kind of torn right now, so I don't know if I'm more in love. I've only fallen in love 3 times in my life. This is the 3rd one. This is the Cali turkey. I'm gonna do both.
Oh,
all right?
At the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure I saw this on a video somewhere on the internet.
This is Jason getting ready to toss the break.
How many,
huh?
No.
how many people from Sanchez do that?
Jason, you got a little something there.
No.
It's a little love.
Thank goodness that we are going to commercial break right now, because I've got, vinegar and mayo all over my face. My family is so proud of me right now.
Very good.
But I am proud of our friends at Subway because congratulations to you guys, Subway. Happy holidays to you. Thank you for hooking us up with this. All love. Marcus, we appreciate you, man. Okay, Pete, Nick, thank you guys.
Cheers.
All right,
Cheers.
Marie. Okay, by the way, Marie's sandwich already gone. She crushed that thing. All right, we will be back with more HotSpot right
Go on,
after
Marie.
this. We are chowing down like kings.
That's all.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
Calling all those who must love Christmas. There's nothing that can brighten spirits more than the beauty of Christmas decor and holiday lights, and KUAM News wants to showcase them all. Send us your photos of your decorations via Messenger, direct message, or email to promotions@kuam.com, and we may feature them. Decorations and displays will be highlighted in social media posts every Friday in December on the social media platforms of KUAM News and showcased in a weekly montage on KUAM News HotSpot, presented by Post 360 Federal Credit Union. Together we thrive. And don't forget to watch the CBS holiday movie Must Love Christmas on KUAM TV 11 this December.
1, 2, 3.
It's been a great 2 years for Pacific Points. That's 2 years of fueling your adventures with Shell. Countless tasty new treats from Booty's KUAM. 24 months of savings on your IT&E phone and internet bill and prepaid services. And the chance to make cherished memories with United Mileage Plus miles. We're giving away 2 million points. Go to PacificPoints.com for details.
Pacific Points! Do more, get more!
There's epic, then there's ultra epic. Capture life in vivid resolution with Galaxy's most advanced camera system and the built-in S Pen that puts you in control. Every moment, every angle, from sunrise to sundown and beyond. More striking, more stunning than ever. Find the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra at your nearest IT&E store or online at ite.net and change the way you work and play.
Half a day. I'm Gunnery Sergeant Ruben Tan from Marine Corps Base Camp Blas, personally asking you to join me in supporting the Marine Corps Toys for Tots program by collecting new and unwrapped toys for children this year. The Toys for Tots program, now in its 8th year in the CNMI, has partnered with the Saipan Chamber of Commerce, Lady Diane Tours Foundation, and the Associated Students of NMC to make this holiday season a time to remember for kids and teens throughout the Commonwealth. You may drop off your new and unwrapped toys today through December 10th at any of the 30 businesses who are currently participating in our campaign throughout Saipan, the Lady Diane Tours Foundation, Commonwealth Bureau of Military Affairs, and CNMI Women's Affairs offices. We kindly ask that when purchasing this year, to please remember gifts for older children and young teenagers. On behalf of the United States Marine Corps and the KUAM Care Force, we thank you for coming together and sharing the spirit of the season.
I can't make that amount work right now.
Mom,
What is it?
can I get new basketball shoes?
We'll see.
Can I please have $20 for my field trip?
I don't know. Can I go to my friend's house after school?
Anak, hindi pwede.
We're all trying our best to make ends meet. The governor's childcare programs are helping businesses and working families care for Guam's kids. This ad is paid for with funds administered by the Department of Public Health and Social Services. Visit guamchildcare.com to apply today.
KUAM News, winner of the 2022 Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for the Culture Club. Properties in the Tropics is presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
Happy Days.
And happy holidays.
Welcome to our Christmas episode of Properties in the Tropics. Was a couple of weeks before Christmas in the beautiful island of Guam, and all through Tuman, restaurants and hotels were filled with decorations and lights. Not a cold breeze blowing, not even a snowflake in sight. For sale, for rent, land, commercial, real estate properties were handled with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. There are lots of condo options in Tumon, 2 to 3 beds. Tenants will really have a hard time deciding in their heads. This updated Chicharica unit can be the home of your dreams. The beach is right across, so it seems. San Victor's Village is also a well-maintained Tumon real estate spotlight. This neighborhood is very lively, especially at night. Although one would think it's winter and snow should appear, that's not the case here. And no, that's not a reindeer.
What we have are beautiful warm Tumon beaches all year around. Ipao, Matapay, Fujita, Gun Beach, to the sand and to the shore. Draw a Christmas tree and soak in the island life forevermore. We hope you enjoyed our glimpse of Christmas in Tumon. Now let's all be merry and say, wow, that's cherry.
Outstanding agents, outstanding results. That's us, Madeline Campos
and Sam Regis, Remax Damanruti. Merry Christmas to all.
And to all, a good night. As you can see, this is our winter in Guam.
Thank you for joining us in another episode of Properties in the Tropics.
Properties in the Tropics is presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
Breeze 93.9 FM is playing the perfect Christmas soundtrack of your life all season long. From timeless classics to new favorites and even the best Chamorro Christmas carols, let Breeze put you in the spirit of the season. On air and streaming on KUAM.com all day through January 1st.
Okay, normally at this time in the show, we would say everybody get ready and have a wonderful lunch. And you know, we are going to advocate that you go out and try as many of those 12 new Subways as you can. Guys, I just ate 2 12-inch Subway sandwiches. So I don't know about you guys. You guys go drive safely out on the roads, go have a wonderful lunch. I'm going to go take a nap because I'm ready. I'm like food coma time. So Marie, I'm taking my lunch hour now. See that? All right, we are good to go. And you'll be good too. And we will see you tomorrow right here on the Hotspot. Bye-bye.